And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's DJ Yeldon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. And they run here with Singletary. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
31-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
4-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling it. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He'll get this to Eckler. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Flush to his right. He's hit. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
22-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And this one's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Escaping the pressure right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. To decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throw to the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the
Herbert on first down now. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through them.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown. Herbert has it knocked free. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Through the opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Bills 16, Chargers 3.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes we put such an emphasis on things, and in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you did.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16.
1st and 10.
A good pickup there at 22. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Herbert throwing again. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's to the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with it back. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. A shotgun handoff down to Yeldon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
From the 41, Allen flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play, Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Flush to his right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Going deep here for Allen. Johnson will pick it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Singletary again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Allen. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
This pass finds its way to Williams. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's again to Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here comes Reed. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Norman. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be out of... bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking.
He's got it at the 15. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tyron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bills first down.
The Bills are going to the Super Bowl as we say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.